my brother, "Why do you always have vanilla ice cream? It's so boring." And he said, "Because it doesn't show on my T-shirt."
My T-shirt. Okay, so that's on. That's good. And let's just do that. Good. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay. So level 37. Actually, we've got to do that, and we've got sometime we'll do level 7 as well. The garden. That'd be good. Yes. Yeah. So on level 37, 36. Sorry.
35, 36. Yeah.
Shall we start with the chairman's office? Roden Cutler's office?
Yeah. It's interesting. I thought we talked about it last time.
No, we only did a bit of 35.
Well, okay.
Yeah. It was the week before the bit that I lost.
The chairman's office, because all of the offices were, the size was determined by hierarchy, and because there was a state, the bank was a state function, each of the groups had a specific square meter, so that the general managers had 1 square meter, and the deputy and the managing director and the deputy managing director had their square meters, and the chairman had the largest area allocated. And I think in each case we might have exceeded the size.
Probably just pushed it to suit the column grid of the building.
Because of the planning more than anything else. And the chairman's office had one wall of Macassar ebony.
Amazing.
Which was an extraordinary extravagance. And I think that probably was the last time I ever used it in that kind of quantity. And after that, it was only on small pieces of furniture because I felt so guilty.
Would that would have been very unusual in Australia, wouldn't it? Would other people have done it? That was a massive wall of Macassar ebony. I mean, it's a rare, precious timber, and that's a huge expense. So it talks of his importance, but it would have been quite unusual to have done that, wouldn't it?
Well, look, I mean, the precedence, of course, was, Mies van der Rohe in the Tugendhat House, the original semicircular partition around the dining room, and the entire library was all Macassar ebony, which in that period was a very fashionable timber. Ruhlmann used it a lot, and other designers. Ruhlmann would use it sort of mixed with other timbers, sort of pale timbers, which I can't think of what they are at the moment.
Do you mind if I just turn that down a little bit?
I'll turn it off.
Oh, down doesn't worry. I mean, just. Oh, that's very civilised to be able to do it on your phone. That's wonderful. Good.
You can do it from the phone, you can do it with the thing,
Yeah.
he can do it from his tablet.
Yes.
You keep on going.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, mixed with things like nuts, maybe a Zebrano, but then you have stripe on stripe, or one of the little curly burls,
yes.
An ash burl or something like that, so it would be a nice contrast.
Yeah.
Or, anyway, I can't think.
Yes. Yes.
But in a sense, that probably, it was the grandest office, the grandest veneer. The other wall at right angles to that was a combination of white lacquer panels and either probably a wool padded panels over it. He had the same configuration of coat cupboard, bar, entrance to his toilet,
and entrance to
which
the conference
was
room.
probably a third the size of the two toilets down
Yes.
below because of the planning
Yes.
of his adjacent conference room.
And because that room was long, yes, he had to enter the conference room on the short side,
His
Actually, so did
entrance to the
Whitlam,
conference room
yeah.
was on the window side.
window side, and then there was a toilet and the bar to the conference room, so it was only quite a limited space
Yeah.
after you had the corridor
Yeah.
to get through.
And his toilet was, because it was so small, I think it was mostly mirrored,
Yes.
to give it some idea,
Yeah.
being bigger.
Do you remember what was in there? I don't remember, other than mirrors. Finishes, I really don't remember that one. Do you remember what was in there?
I know you sort of walked into sort of a place that was a vanity and basin. That a lot of that was mirrored, and then the toilet. And I don't think he had a shower, where the others
Yes.
had showers. Then he just had a toilet.
Mm.
And I can't remember what the finishes was in the toilet. It
No.
would not have been mirrored.
Yeah, yes, I can't remember.
Um,
And then he had a desk, which was a Mies, homage to Mies, wasn't it? Was that one of those desks? Was it Macassar ebony with the steel legs? I think it was purpose made.
it was, yeah. Oh, that was what, in his toilet area?
In his room, the chairman's room, office.
Oh, that would have been in the toilet area.
Yes.
It would have had a little sort of place where he could rest.
No, his desk.
Oh, sorry.
In the room, his desk. Yeah.
His desk was a copy. His desk was a copy of the desk but not a copy, but a quotation of the desk in the library of the Tugendhat House, where he's using a similar leg detail.
Yeah.
But the one in the Tugendhat House probably was about 150 deep, and this one was probably 75,
Yeah.
so it's slim. And I think it had pencil drawers.
Very thin drawers, weren't they?
Yeah,
Yes.
very, on his side and on the other side, there were one or two pull-out pallets, so his secretary could put her pad and take notes, and not put her pad on his desk.
Lovely. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
lovely. Yeah. Hierarchy, isn't it?
Oh boy, it was, whether or not this was ever used, we would have no idea. But it was our fantasy.
Yeah.
This is how executives are supposed to behave.
And I presume he would be there rarely, wouldn't he? It would have been more Whitlam and the deputy.
Yeah, I mean, he
and
would come in for board meetings,
maybe, yeah.
or with certainly less frequency. So that room was often unoccupied.
Yes.
And the carpet was from Alan Leach Jones, and they had originally invited, I think, 5 or 6 designers. Eileen Shannon
Yes.
had 5 or 6 designers to design carpets for the banking chamber, and this was one of the designs that was not used, and we wanted to use it, but we had to get Alan's permission to sort of extend the design horizontally, and then send him a copy, which he, I think, nursed or did something.
And that was a maquette that was cut out paper, wasn't it? Because on the rug you could actually see the way that it was cut. It had a beautiful.
His design?
Yeah, the Alan Leach Jones wasn't it paper that was cut out to get that design?
I don't think so. I think it was a drawing.
Oh, okay, right.
I think it was a drawing because I remember we redrew it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then you said that only the window cleaners could see it.
From the apparently from the window side, it looked like a clown's face, with a smile, which of course we never saw because we always looked at it from the other side. It was kind of funny. And there was a pair of Saccariti sofas, and I can't remember what the coffee table was.
No, I can't either.
But it was, the desk chair might have been, did I have to look at the picture again?
I was looking, but I don't have an image of that, so I can't. I've got it, somewhere there's a good image of it, but I don't have it.
Yes, in one of those magazines that I had out the other day.
Have you got them in here? Are they in?
No, they're in the back. Do you want them?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Okay, I'll get them in a minute.
Okay. All right.
Because there's a photograph in an ad from Whitecliff looking towards that, which is a terrific photograph.
Yeah.
But the visitors' chairs are Bruno chairs, so the whole thing is really quite strict.
Yes.
And very, very formal.
Yes.
And sort of has the appropriate kind of majesty for a champion.
Yes. Lovely the strictness, the formality of the Macassar ebony wall, and the carpet's really flamboyant with that. There's that sort of contrast between the two.
And the sofas are really quite relaxed in a sense. Funny combination.
Did he have any artwork in that room other than the rug?
Sam, I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Yeah.
I'll get the magazines because